Good morning and Jai Hind, everyone.
Good morning.
Yes, so in previous class, all we trying to solve the let me say questions based on identities. Yes, today you also trying to solve the question which I given. Okay, so right, uh, so that yes, right, so that cot x cot 2x cot x cot 2x minus cot 2x cot 3x minus cot 3x cot x is equal to 1 is equal to 1. You have to prove this result, and that result is similar to that which I discussed, the similar type of questions on previous class. Here no need to take left side or right side. Here you take the angle which is greater here, which is cot 3x, and cot 3x can be written as cot x plus 2x. Understand? And then applying the formula for cot a plus b, and yes, by taking cross multiplication, you have your answer. Understand? So just trying to solve it. So if you write here cot 3x, so cot 3x can be written cot x plus 2x. Now applying the formula for cot a, cot x plus y. So that is equal to cot x, cot 2x minus 1, and divided by cot x plus cot 2x. Cot 2x. Okay. Now what you do, you have to take cross multiplication. So you have cot 3x cot x plus cot 2x cot 3x is equal to cot x cot 2x minus 1. Now arrange the term which you that means given here. So what you do, you have to transposing all these term which is on left side to right side, and yes, one is transferred to left side. Okay, just you see what you have. So in this case you have 1 is equal to cot x cot 2x minus cot 3x cot x minus cot 2x cot 3x cot 3x. So in this way the result is proved. So either you write that similar result, yes, the complete that quantity is equal to 1. So you can write in this way also, cot x cot 2x minus cot 3x cot x minus cot 2x cot 3x is equal to 1, and your result is proved. Yes, write it. So this question is same as we solved, that means in previous day, tan 3x, tan 2x, tan x is equal to tan 3x minus tan 2x minus tan x. Okay. Yes, completed, beta. Done. All you are noted.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next question. Yes, write it. Prove that cot pi by 4 cot pi by 4 plus x into cot pi by 4 minus x is equal to 1. You have to prove that cot pi by 4 plus x into cot pi by 4 minus x is equal to 1. Okay. trying to solve. So how you solve it? Yes, taking left side, change into sine cos, okay, and then trying to simplify it. Yes, taking left side, cot pi by 4 plus x, cot pi by 4 minus x. So that is cos pi by 4 plus x into cos pi by 4 minus x whole divided by sine pi by 4 plus x sine pi by 4 minus x. You write in this way. And yes, one of the formula here you should have to know. So that is cos a plus b into cos a minus b. So you note that result. First you note the formula. So that is very important formula. Yes, write it. Cos x plus y into cos x minus y is equal to cos square x minus sine square y. Yes, write it. Just I written here. Cos square x minus cos square y. Sorry. Cos x plus y into cos x minus y is equal to cos square x minus sine square y. Okay, you note this one. And sine x plus y into sine x minus y is equal to sine square x minus sine square y. Yes, you learned that formula and applying here. Okay, so using that identity, what you have, so in numerator part, cos a plus b, cos a minus b means cos x plus y, cos x minus y. So that is equal to cos square pi by 4 minus sine square x. Sine square x. And in denominator, here you have sine x plus y into sine x minus y. So that is equal to sine square pi by 4 minus sine square x. And you know cos pi by 4 is equal to 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2. So here you have a square. So you can write 1 upon 2 minus sine square x upon 1 upon 2 minus sine square x. So they cancel out. So your result is 1. So the result is 1. Note it. So in this way, here you prove by using the identity cos a plus b, cos x plus y into cos x minus y is equal to cos square x minus sine square y, and cos sine x plus y into sine x minus y is equal to sine square x minus sine square y. Okay. Yes. Next question. Prove that tan pi by 4 plus x upon tan pi by 4 minus x is equal to 1 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan x whole square. You have to prove this. So how you prove? You have to take left side and applying the formula for tan a plus b and tan a minus b. Okay. So trying to solve. So here you take left side, which is tan pi by 4 plus x upon tan pi by 4 minus x. Now applying the formula for tan a plus b, which is tan a means tan pi by 4 plus tan y. So write here tan x. So tan x plus tan y upon 1 minus tan x tan y. So write tan pi by 4 into tan x. Tan pi by 4 into tan x. In the same way, in denominator, you write tan pi by 4 minus tan x upon here you write 1 plus tan pi by 4 into tan x. And you know tan pi by 4 is equal to 1. Tan 45. Tan pi by 4 is equal to 1. So this can be written as, yes, right here. Tan pi by 4 is 1. So here you have 1 plus tan x. So right here 1 plus tan x upon, in denominator, here you have 1 minus tan x. And then here you have 1 minus tan x upon 1 plus tan x. Okay, now arrange the term. So that can be written, that is equal to 1 plus tan x whole square upon 1 minus tan x whole square. One plus tan x whole square upon 1 minus tan x whole square. Or finally, you can write your result, which is on right side. 1 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan x whole square. Complete square you can write in this way. So in this way, you have your right side. Okay. So right, next question. If x minus y is equal to pi by 4, write it. If x minus y is equal to pi by 4, prove that 1 plus tan x into 1 plus tan y. 1 plus tan x into 1 plus tan y is equal to 2 tan x. Is equal to 2 tan x. You have to prove it. So what is given? Here it is given x minus y is equal to pi by 4. And you have to prove that 1 plus tan x into 1 plus tan y is equal to 2 tan x. So firstly start from the given result, x minus y is equal to pi by 4, and applying tan on both sides. Okay, so write it. So here you have x minus y is equal to pi by 4. So if you applying tan on both sides, so you have tan x minus y is equal to tan pi by 4. And on left side, you applying the formula for tan a minus b, means tan x minus y. So the formula is what? 1 plus tan x tan y, sorry, tan x minus tan y upon 1 plus tan x tan y. 1 plus tan x tan y is equal to 1. Tan pi by 4 is 1. Now taking cross multiplication, so you have tan x minus tan y is equal to 1 plus tan x tan y. 1 plus tan x tan y. So you have result in this way. So what you do, just you see your result also. Here you see that the part which is to be proved here, uh, on left side there is a, that is the terms of tan, and that they be expressed in a terms of factor. Understand? They are in a form of factor, and on right side you have 2 tan x, and here you have a term of tan x. So what you do, you have to transfer this tan y to right side first thing, and adding tan x both side. So if you adding here tan x, so it becomes 2 tan x. So first you transfer here, so that can be written in this way. Here you have tan x is equal to 1 plus tan y. You can write this way: 1 plus tan y plus tan x tan y. Tan x tan y. You write in this way. Okay. Now adding tan x both sides. So if you add here tan x, so it becomes 2 tan x. Here you have 2 tan x is equal to, here you have a factor like 1 plus tan y, and here you see that your required result is also 1 plus tan y. So write that in a form of factor 1 plus tan y, and here you adding tan x, and plus write tan x tan y. Tan x tan y. You write in this way. And just see, or you can write 2 tan x is equal to 1 plus tan y into, here you take tan x common, so you have 1 plus tan y. Now taking 1 plus tan y common, so you have 1 plus tan x. So in this way your result is proved. Yes, noted bete. So here you prove that in this way 2 tan x is equal to 1 plus tan y into 1 plus tan x. Okay. Yes, right. Next question. If tan x is equal to p plus 1, if tan x is equal to p plus 1, and tan y is equal to p minus 1, tan y is equal to p minus 1, then so that, right, then so that 2 cot x minus y, 2 cot x minus y is equal to p square, is equal to p square. You have to prove it. 2 cot x minus y is equal to p square. Okay, just see what you do here. The value of tan x is in a terms of p, and the tan y is terms of p, and you have to, that means, prove that 2 cot x minus y is equal to p square, means the left side of the required part is also expressed in a terms of p. So what you do, here you take left side of that which is given here, And applying the formula for cot x minus y, yes, convert cot into tan and putting the values of tan x and tan y in terms of p, simplifying it, and finally you will have your answer. So just trying to solve. Okay, so taking left side, which is 2 cot x minus y is equal to 2 into, yes, the formula for cot x minus y is 1 plus cot x cot y divided by cot y minus cot x. Note that step. Here you write cot y minus cot x, not cot x minus cot y. Okay, so cot y minus cot x. Okay, now convert into tan, or you can put its value directly. If tan x is equal to p plus 1, so no doubt cot x is equal to 1 upon p plus 1. So you can put it directly also. So put it, so that is 2 into 1 plus cot x. So write 1 upon p plus 1. Cot y, so you write 1 upon p minus 1. And yes, whole upon cot y, so 1 upon p minus 1 minus 1 upon p plus 1. Just taking LCM and simplifying. So that is equal to 2 times. Here your LCM is p square minus 1 in numerator and denominator both. So here you have p square minus 1 plus 1 whole divided by p square minus 1. Sorry, here you have p plus 1 minus p plus 1 minus p plus 1. Okay, and LCM part is cancel out, and LCM part we cancel out. So 1 and 1 we cancel out here, p and p is cancel out. So you have 2p square by 2. Here you have 2p square by 2. So that is equal to p square, which is your right side. Which is your right side. Yes, note it. Okay, noted. बेटा कर लिया
Yes,
सब?
sir.
Okay बेटा, so next question. Yes, right, next question. If tan beta, yes, right, if tan beta is equal to n sin alpha cos alpha upon n sin alpha cos alpha upon 1 minus n sin square alpha, 1 minus n sin square alpha, that gives the value of tan beta. So that tan alpha minus beta, tan alpha minus beta is equal to 1 minus n tan alpha. 1 minus n tan alpha, you have to show that. So if you are thinking about the question, what is given and your result is in which form? Okay, so here the value of tan beta is given and that value is complete in terms of alpha. Okay, and the result which is required, whose left side is tan alpha minus beta, tan alpha minus beta, and is equal to the term which contains only alpha, and beta is completely eliminated. Beta is eliminated. So your aim is to eliminate beta from the formula applying on the left side. Okay, so in this way you can think about this question. Okay, so what you do, you have to take left side, applying the formula for tan x minus y. Okay, now putting the value of tan beta which is given here, simplifying that expression and trying to make your that is right side which is required here. Okay, so just trying it. So if you take left side, tan alpha minus beta, and is equal to tan alpha minus tan beta upon 1 plus tan alpha tan beta, 1 plus tan alpha tan beta. Now putting the value of beta which is given, and also convert tan into sine, because the value of tan beta is given in terms of that means sine. So you should have to convert this tan alpha in terms of sine cos. So tan alpha is equal to sine alpha upon cos alpha minus, yes, the value of tan beta, n sine alpha cos alpha upon 1 minus n sine square alpha, 1 minus n sine square alpha upon 1 plus value of tan alpha. So write sine alpha upon cos alpha into value of tan beta, n sine alpha cos alpha whole divided by 1 minus n sine square alpha. So here you're putting the value of tan beta. Now taking LCM. So if you see your numerator part and denominator part, so no doubt LCM which you taken for that means here numerator and denominator they are same, so it be cancel out. So if you want, you write LCM part or you cancel it directly. So yes, so what happens if you take LCM in numerator? So just see. So in numerator here you have, if you're taking LCM, so you have sine alpha. It's right here, sine alpha into 1 minus n sine square alpha, and here you have minus n sine alpha cos square alpha, cos square alpha. You have the result in this way. And yes, in numerator denominator portion you have cos alpha into 1 minus n sine square alpha plus n sine square alpha cos alpha plus n sine square alpha cos alpha. You have result like that. Okay. Now just see, in numerator part you can take common sine alpha. Okay. Here you take either you take common or just you multiplying it. So here you have sine alpha, and here you have n sine cube alpha. So first you take n common, sine alpha common from numerator part. Okay, and just see what you have. So I write here. Yes. Yes, if you take common sine alpha from numerator, then you have 1 minus n sine square alpha minus n cos square alpha minus n cos square alpha. In the same way, in denominator, you have to take common cos alpha. So you have 1 minus n sine square alpha plus n sine square alpha plus n sine square alpha. So that may cancel out. That part we cancel out. Now see on numerator part, if you're taking n common, minus n common, so you have sine square alpha plus cos square alpha, which is 1. So you have, let's just see, and sine alpha upon cos alpha is equal to tan alpha. So right here tan alpha, and into here you have 1 minus n, or that can be written as 1 minus n into tan alpha, which is your right side. Which is your right side. Note it. Done?
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay, so right, next question. If 10x is equal to if 10x is equal to 2 tan y, 10x is equal to 2 tan y, then prove that sine x plus y upon sine x minus y is equal to 3. Then prove that sine x plus y upon sine x minus y is equal to 3. That type of questions are solved by the property of proportion known as componendo dividendo. Are you know about componendo dividendo? Anyone? Are you know about the property componendo dividendo? Okay, again, just I repeat it. What is the meaning of componendo dividendo? Okay, so first of all, that means here your result is in terms of sine, and the value, that means that there be a relation in between tan is given. Tan x is equal to 2 times of tan y. So first you convert that in sine cos. So you write sine x upon cos x is equal to 2 sine y upon cos y. 2 times of sine y upon cos y, you write in this way. Now what you do, here you take cross multiply, and yes, transfer all the terms of trigonometric function to left side, understand, except this 2. Okay, so what you have in this case, you have sine x cos y upon, yes, cos x sine y, and is equal to 2. And 2 means what? 2 upon 1. Now, here you see about componendo dividendo. What is the meaning of componendo dividendo? If A upon B is equal to C upon D, means these two ratios are equal, then a plus b upon a minus b is also equal to c plus d upon c minus d. You see this result very carefully. Here what you do in numerator part, here you add denominator, means a plus b, and in denominator you write a minus b. Okay, so that property is known as componendo dividendo. That is known as componendo dividendo. So note it in right, that means in the space, and here you write applying componendo dividendo, means here you have to applying the same step which you already done here. Okay, so that property is known as componendo dividendo. So note it. So right here, applying componendo dividendo, we get, yes, and that property is to be applied on both sides. Understand? So here you see that sin x cos y upon cos x sin y is equal to 2, and 2 means what? 2 by 1. So applying here, so you can write sin x cos y plus cos x sin y divided by sin x cos y, means numerator minus denominator, so minus cos x sin y, and is equal to 2 plus 1 upon 2 minus 1. मतलब न्यूमरेटर में ही आपको ऐड करना है और न्यूमरेटर से ही सबट्रैक्ट भी करना है. Okay, so you learned in this way. So as per identity, here you see sin x cos y plus cos x sin y is sin x plus y. So you can write that is sin x plus y upon sin x minus y, and is equal to 3, and it prove your result. Yes, note it. So the time is about to over, and yes, yesterday we are also trying to solve the next type of question. Okay, similar types of question, and some are different. Okay, and some questions also based on componendo dividendo, and maximum and minimum value of the function, how you find trigonometric functions, and then after that we trying to study the next identity. Okay, day after tomorrow we study about the next identity, and yes, do all that works in your fair copy, learn all the formula, and also the basic concepts and the definitions based on it, domain and range of the trigonometric functions, because in your syllabus MCQ questions are also there, so you have to study, that means small things you have to learn and practice on it. Okay, thank you all of you, thank you, and Jai Hind.